Hello and welcome to the 30-day bootcamp series. My name is Jennifer Welshans. I am a leader on the team. You may already know me, you may not, but I'm here to walk you through 30 days of a bootcamp that will help you crush your business. So we're going to get started today. We're going to do one video a day for 30 days. This bootcamp you'll also find in the guides to review, to go back through, to tag team members, that kind of thing. So our first day, we're going to talk about goals. I need you to make a decision. Make a decision as to what you want out of this business. What are you looking for? Are you looking for an extra $500 a week? Are you looking for an extra $500 a month? Are you looking just to hang out with other thrivers that are super happy and positive and just get your product for free? What exactly do you want out of this? I think that is so important, and so many people just join because they find they love the product and they're like, yeah, let's do this, but they're not really clear on what they want, what goals they have. Where do you want to take this? I know when I joined, I just loved the way I felt. And I thought, well, if I could get my products for free and make a little extra money, great. I remember thinking to myself, if I could make an extra $500 a month, like that would change everything for my family budget. Excuse me. That would change everything for my family budget. And I thought, if nothing else, I could use that money to save for like a really good vacation or something like that. So that was my first goal, $500 a month. That's all I was looking for when I got started. So we want to talk about, what do you want? What do you want? Do you have aspirations of making this a full-time gig? Do you have aspirations of making multiple six figures a year from your phone? What do you want? Okay, what are your goals? Let's talk about that. Let's figure that out. I need you to write that down, okay? Every single one of these videos is going to have a task. Your first task is, one, I want you to think about what you want out of this business, and I want you to write it down. So if you haven't gotten pen and paper, I will highly suggest you just click the pause button, go get pen and paper, because I'm going to give you lots of things to write down through this whole series. What is your goal? What is the goal? And then, how fast do you want to get there? Do you want to baby step it? Do you want to go big or go home? Now, I was kind of a go big or go home kind of girl. Like, if I'm going to put energy into it, we're going all the way, right? So that was me, but that may not be you. So then I need you to decide, are we going to baby step to your goals, or are you going to go big or go home? Write that down, okay? Then, no matter what your goal is, we want to reverse engineer it, okay? So let's just say by the end of June, you would like to be a 12K. That is absolutely doable. Absolutely doable. I mean, it's January. That would give you 6 months to hit the 12K rank, which is also the auto bonus rank, okay? If that's your goal, we need to reverse engineer it, okay? So using the 12K example, you need 3 4Ks. That's it. 3 4Ks to do that, okay? So then let's talk about how we're gonna get 3 4Ks. Well, there's a lot of moving parts from here to there, but at least we have our goal, and you know you wanna help 3 people hit the 4K rank, okay? Now, this is what I want you to do. This is a 30-day bootcamp. I want you to get your calendar, whether you do digital calendar or paper calendar or whatever it is you do. Let's map out the next 30 days, because there should be no reason, if you are not a 4K yet, that you shouldn't be your first 4K, okay? And there should be no reason why you shouldn't be well on your way by the end of this bootcamp, okay? Now, let's just say you're already a 12K on this team, right? And your next goal is, let's just say your goal is 80K, right? So that's, what is that? 3 12Ks, a 40K, and you as a 40K, you know, having $40,000 in volume, like it can go, there's all kinds of ways to do it. I'm not using 4K as like a strict example, but figure out what your goal is. Let's just say your goal is 200K by June. What does that look like? That's 280Ks and a handful of 12Ks. Like let's reverse engineer this and let's map it out. But first, let's map out our first 30 days, okay? I want you to get your calendar. I want you to plug in all the Zooms. You will find the Zoom schedule in the featured of the team page. There's always a schedule. These are all optional trainings, but there is a ton of resources for you for optional ways to plug in, okay? So I want you to write down all the Zooms on your calendar. Whether you think you can make them or not, put them on your calendar, okay? There's Zooms in the mornings, there's Zooms at lunchtime, there's Zooms in the evening, there's Zooms on Saturday, there's Zooms on Sunday night. Put them all down, okay? Your first task is to write down your goal. Your second task is, do you want to baby step it or do you want to go big or go home? Your third task is to get your calendar and plug in the Zooms, the team Zooms, because plugging into the team is a surefire way to be successful. If you are not where you want to be and you are not showing up to the team Zooms, I can't tell you anything. Like, first step is show up. Show up for yourself. Show up for your family. Show up to the team Zooms because you are going to get so much out of them. If nothing else, there may be an idea that you get, or that you may have had a question that you don't even know you have that gets answered on these team Zooms. So show up to the team Zooms, okay? Then tomorrow's video, the next day's video, we're gonna talk about building on social media, posting on social media, creating content. So you want to make a plan for how many times you want to post. I'm not gonna tell you how many times to post. I want you to just make a plan, okay? And I want you to, if you're not terribly consistent, I want you to make a plan to be consistent. If you are not posting once a day, absolutely that's a first goal. If you're posting once a day, then up it to twice a day. For me, and again, I will tell you, like I say always, there are many paths up the mountain. It's my job to teach you there's many paths up the mountain. It's your job to figure out which one works for you. What works for me is posting very consistently. So I like to use the benchmark of posting 3 times a day and every 4th post being about your product or your opportunity. Keep in mind, I know some of you probably just convulsed there for a minute, a hot minute, but here's the thing, success leaves clues. If you want to be where I am in this business, then maybe you should do some of what I'm doing, okay? I learned this because I also know that only on a good day, 7% of your network is only gonna ever see a post of yours. And then you can hack that, which I'll teach you all kinds of hacking things to get more people to see your stuff, but ultimately we promote on social media. So the more, now I'm not saying go post 15 times a day because then you kind of ruin things a little bit, but 3 for me, that's a really good benchmark. My algorithm stays relatively high and I can talk to people and I get lots of engagement, lots of product posts in there, lots of engagement posts, lots of opportunity posts going on, that kind of stuff. So make a plan. I'm not saying you have to do what I do, but I am saying is if you're not terribly consistent, that would be our first step. So make a plan to be more consistent than you are. So get your calendar out. If you're not used to posting every day, make a plan to post every day. If you post every day, but you're not used to posting twice a day, make a plan for posting twice a day. I want you to make a plan and set a goal for the next 30 days, okay? The next thing I want you to plan for is watching these videos. I am going to upload a new video every day. Now I can't guarantee when that will happen. Ideally in a perfect world, it'll just show up at 6 a.m. every morning, but y'all know we don't live in a perfect world. And y'all know your girl is most likely a hot mess every day. So I promise you the video will get up every day. I will do my best to get it up in the morning, but it may not. So if it was a late video the day before and you didn't get to it the day before, make sure that's the plan today. Make sure you make a plan to watch one of these videos every day and do the tasks, okay? You have to do the tasks. You can't just watch the video and not do the assignments I'm giving you. Otherwise, you're just gonna you'll learn a lot for sure. But if you're not implementing what you're learning, you're not moving forward. And my guess is some of you, that's your problem, is you're a sponge when it comes to learning things, but you don't execute. You're not executing what you're learning. So make a plan to watch the video and do the tasks every day, okay, in your calendar. The next thing I want you to do to plan is how much time every day you're gonna spend on your business. You have to plan this. It's a cliche saying, but it is true. Failing to plan, I had to think of it for a second. Failing to plan is planning to fail. You gotta plan. I plan out my day every single day, and I'm not saying I conquer that plan. No, it's a good day if I conquer it, and maybe 3 out of 7 days I conquer that plan, but it's a benchmark. I'm known for what do I want to say? I'm known for putting more stuff in my plan for the day than is humanly possible. But I like that. I like pushing myself, and I like those days where I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually got it done. Like, I'm feeling super good. I actually got it done. So I want you to plan how much time you're going to dedicate over the next 30 days. That could be an hour. That could be 3 hours. It could be 6 hours. But we want to be consistent. And I need you to think about the fact that it has to be every day. So if you're like, well, I can do, let's say I can do 7 hours a week, okay? 1 hour a day is way better than 7 hours on a Sunday afternoon for your business. It's about consistency, and it's about doing the thing every single day, okay? The other thing I want you to think about is, like I said, I got into this business because I wanted to make some extra money. I thought it would be so awesome if I could make an extra $500 a month. If you're sitting there thinking about that, I also want you to think about, what if you had to clock in somewhere to make an extra $500 a month? You would have to be intentional with your time. You can't clock in at the local coffee shop for $10 or $12 an hour and expect to just be on your phone the whole time or watching TV or something like that. I want you to think about this. You need to work this business like a job that you have to clock in for. Otherwise, it's way too easy to not do what it takes to get the job done, okay? So let me recap what your tasks are for this, for today, or if you're starting this, whatever, for the day, for this video. Your tasks are, so you gotta make a decision. What is your goal? Are you going to baby step it or set your hair on fire? Okay? You want to get a calendar and map out the next 30 days. Okay? You wanna plug in all your team Zooms, all of them, whether you're gonna show up for the 6:30 morning work with me or not, plug them in. Plug them into your calendar, and then definitely make it a point to show up to some of them, but at least you know where they are, okay? Plan being consistent with your content, with your social media content. I'm not saying what to post right now. I'm not telling you how to do it. I'm not saying anything like that. Make a plan. Today's video is all about making some decisions, make a decision to show up for yourself, and making a plan, okay? You're gonna plan out your content, how many times you're gonna post, not necessarily plan out your content. You are going to plan to watch these training videos for the next 30 days. And you need to plan how much time you can work this business. I do want to tell you a little bit about how I got started. When I got started, I thought, well, I could probably donate an hour a day to this business, and then on the weekends, 2 to 3 hours, okay? That got me to 12K, guys. It did. Then, when I was running for 40K, I upped that, and I worked my business 7 days a week, consistently, okay? I upped that to 3 hours, okay? By the time I was 12K. Now I was earning rank bonus, okay, and my auto bonus. I was pulling in, and I'm not making income claims at all, but typically at the 12K rank, you're looking at about $1,200, $1,500 a month in commissions and auto bonus, okay? At that point, I was able to cut a few hours away at the salon, okay? I figured out what I made. I was able to cut a few hours a week away at the salon. I'm sorry, I've got like hair in my mouth now. Okay, so then I carved out knowing what this business could do for my family. I decided to up it to 3 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's what got me to 40K. Okay, you see where I'm going with this? Then I was able to cut some more hours away from the salon and work at it harder. Okay, now if you're a 40K and you are stuck, you need to think about how many hours a day you're putting in this business. Okay, think about it. And also think about that 80K rank or that 200K rank. How many hours a week would you have to put into that secular job to make that kind of money? So just think about that. And a good way, if you are looking at me going, Jen, I work way more than that at this business and I'm still not where I want to be, then I need you to take a really hard look at what you're doing. What are you doing on your phone? And also, which is also a very eye-opening exercise, is set a stopwatch. Every time in your phone, I've done this and I always shock myself too. Set a stopwatch in your phone every time you pick it up to actually work, to make a post, to respond to messages, to do follow-ups, to do reach outs. Set an actual stopwatch. So you're timing yourself. How long are you doing this? How long are you doing actually income producing activity? Because I will tell you what you're doing. Most of your time is spent scrolling. For whatever reason, whether you're scrolling to find posts to engage with, or you're scrolling to find whatever, content, whatever, that is where most of your time is spent. And it is not income producing activity. That's not gonna get you to your next goal. Okay guys, so that's day one video. You have your tasks, and then I will see you tomorrow.